Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Dearly senior citizen here, greetings boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends. And remember, no matter who you are valid. And welcome back to more Fabled Lands. As you see, I've already made up a character. A young woman, Marana, a rogue. We are playing on the second level of difficulty. These are our various statistics. We start with nothing, basically. We may have a resurrection deal already. I'm not sure. It already looks like it, so son of a gun, Temple of Nagil. And of course, I'm going to be rereading these if you've heard the other episodes. You are alone in an open boat awaiting. Well, I can't even speak English. You are alone in an open boat waiting for death. How your life has changed since that day when you set out from your homeland across the unbounded ocean. You had signed on board a ship with the hope of visiting a dozen ports and seeing 1,000 wonders. But calamity overtook your voyage in the first week when pirates swooped down upon the vessel. You and a handful of shipmates managed to get the cutter down into the water and were making off, but some of the pirates leapt down the rail right into your midst. The fighting was hard. You remember little of it now, but when it was over, the boat was awash with blood and you were the only one left alive. Of your own ship and the pirates' craft there was no sign. The current had carried you out of sight of any living thing. Best not to think how you've survived since then. At the mercy of the wind and sea currents, you have been swept steadily westwards into regions completely unknown to you. Drinking water has been your biggest problem. You've had to rely on rain, and there has been none for days. Your body is weak, your spirits low. Then, just as death seems ready to draw his boat alongside, you see something that kindles new hope. White clouds, birds turning high above, the gray hump of land on the horizon. Steering toward the shore, you feel the cutter lurch as it enters rough water. The wind whips up plumes of spindrift and breakers pound the cliffs. The tiller is yanked out of your hands. The little boat is spun around out of control and goes plunging toward the coast. You leap clear at the last second. There is the snap of timber, the roaring crescendo of the waves, and then silence as you go under. Striking out wildly, you try to swim clear, then suddenly a wave catches you and flings you contemptuously upon the beach. It's time to begin your adventure. Battered and bedraggled, you lie gasping for breath until you hear someone walking along the shore towards you. We're wary, indeed, wary of danger. You lose no time in getting to your feet. Confronting you is an old man clad in a dirty loincloth. His eyes have a feverish bright look that is suggestive of either a mystic or a madman. Well, what have we here, friends? Asked the old man. He seems to be talking to someone next to him, although you're certain he's alone. Looks like a washed-up adventurer to me, he says in answer to his own question. All wet and out of luck. He carries on having a conversation. A conversation that quickly turns into heated debate. He is clearly quite mad. Excuse me, you shout above the hubbub in an attempt to grab the old man's attention. He stops and stares at you. Is this the Isle of the Druids, you ask impatiently. Indeed it is, says the old man. I see. Well, I'll even try the right voice now. Indeed it is, says the old man. I see that you are from a far land, and so it is up to me to welcome you to Harkuna. But I think you may have much to do here, as it is written in the stars that someone like you would come. Your destiny awaits you. Follow me, young adventurer. The old man turns smartly about and begins walking up a path towards some hills. You can just see some sort of monolithic stone structure atop one of them. Well, of course we're going to follow, because if you have to go all about the all the tutorial sections, not so much for tutorial type stuff. Well, since we're following him, I guess he's going up here, isn't he? Only place we can travel to. You reach a hill covered with a circle of large obsidian standing stones. Despite the bitter wind that blows across these hills, the stones are unweathered and seem almost newly laid. "Here are the gates of the world," says the mad old man. The stones are laid in such a way that they form 3 archways, each carved with mystic symbols and runes of power. "Each gate will take you to a part of the world of Harkuna, although I know not where," explains the old man. Suddenly he passes his hands over you, mumbling a prayer to the gods. You receive a special blessing. This allows you to re-roll any failed attempt once. After making a second attempt at the roll, whether successful or not, the blessing is used up. Abruptly, he turns around and sets off down the hill, babbling to himself. His voice fades as he descends the hill, leaving you alone with the brooding stones and the howling wind. There are 3 stones engraved with ancient runes. Each gate is marked with the name Yellowport, Marlock City, and Wishport. From here you can see the coast and the whole island, which is heavily forested. I think you get goodies? You decide to explore the island further and ponder where to go next. You have a clear view from the top of the hill at the northern part of the island, and you notice a previously and you notice a previous known to you road. Oh my god, that's poorly written. You have a clear view from the top of the hill of the northern parts of the island, and you notice a previously unknown to you road that snakes along the cliff tops. I can't remember what some of these things are. I know this one's the town. This one's coastline? Well, oh, that's where I came from. Well, that's brilliant, isn't it? But wait a minute, though. We're back to the coast? Let's scour the remnants washed ashore. Yes, because there's that healing potion. And remember, this is our page with our inventory stuffs, with all of our goodies in place. Our various skills and spells. Shadow Dash, Rush Pash, Poisonous Vial, 4 uses. Oh. Okay, smokes, I wonder how you fill that back up. And then, of course, the quest log, no active quests. And then here we are, so we're going to make a move. Back up to the coastal, well, up to the coastal road, because I can't remember what's there. Oh! Yeah, someone's going to need a tusk, aren't they? So I need to have nothing happen. Why? Boy. Oh, I don't want to fight 2 highwaymen, not right now. And? Well, I didn't want to be attacked by a weirboar in their place. So, hopefully I'll get that tusk. No chance of retreat or surrender, yeah. Because there's a quest where they need a tusk, and I wasn't even thinking of that. But they are wearing ornate armor that I'll never be able to wear. Alrighty then, so that's Shadow Dash. Rush past them in the blink of an eye and backstab them. Oh! Requires base thievery of 6. So I can't even use my my first skill, it would seem. I can use that though. Non-adjacent target. Probably have to wait with a range until it gets into one of these blue areas. So let's defend. Maybe I can do that. I don't know. I mean, I bet I can. But still, that that fella's too far away. Okay, you see, now we're getting closer. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna do this. That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. Can I do that? Oh, I don't have the points for it, so yeah. I guess that means end of turn then. I can't even do that? Okay, I can. Ow! That wasn't very nice of you. So let's do poison. How do you do that then? I don't know. I guess they're just like too far away or too close or something. So we'll just go for a regular attack. Oh, wow, that was handy, wasn't it? Tougher than I thought I was. Oh, good. Good, because there is that quest. I can't remember who has it. Is it someone in here? Or over here? Let's go over here because it's closer. Okay. We're going to explore. I should read parts of this, but it's just a trading post. It's just a small village. I mean, there's not a whole lot to read on that one. Yeah, there's nothing there for... Is this the one where we... Oh, okay, yes. We can claim this place. So we have a house. Okay, this is no quest here. Okay. I know we got a quest here. Where the trees are closely packed, leaning together as if in conference, whispering quietly among themselves. Birds twitter in the distance, and slivers of sunlight lance down through the musty gloom. As you proceed along a forest track, you think you hear a rustling in the bushes. Later, you spot a shadowy figure darting. Later, you spot a shadowy figure darting through the trees. Or was it your imagination? An animal snuffling sound right behind you makes you spin around, but there's nothing there. Difficulty at... Oh boy. Well, I mean, we might. Like that. You struggle deeper into the forest until you come to a thick wall of impenetrable thorn bushes. Circling it, you find there's a break in the hedge, but it's filled by a large tree. To your surprise, a face forms on the trunk and speaks in a woody voice. None can pass. Begone, human. Try to persuade it to let you pass. You explain what a tree lover you are, and that your heart has always been at home in forests. You portray yourself as the greenest adventurer ever. Oh, I did succeed. Successful prisoner roll. Well, I suppose I could let one such as you through, says a tree thoughtfully. Then it uproots itself with a great tearing sound and shuffles out of the way. There you go, says the tree. You may pass. You walk through the thornbush gate. Beyond you find several huge oak trees whose branches are so big they are able to support the homes of many people. Off to the city of trees. And in the city of... Druid's leader. I know we can get a quest there. You're brought before the Druid's leader, the oak druid, a bearded fellow with earth and leaves all tangled up in his hair. He asks you to perform a service for them. Take this oak staff to the willow druid in the forest of the rune. The sacred grove where he lives will be hard to find, but I'm sure you can do it. The willow druid will give you something to bring back to me. When you return with it, I'll make sure your techniques of tracking and your wilderness are better. Did I say that correctly? I'm not quite sure. Hopefully I did. Well, we're going to accept that quest up below. And I just got jump scared by those things again. It's funny, but I hate it. Is there anything there in the market that we can do? Uh, uh. What is our weapon? Oh, here we are. 3 to 5. Yeah, just like all these things. 2 to 5? You know, ours is better. Okay. Well, yeah, there's nothing here. Nothing on the... Well, whatever quest there must be would be for someplace else. You know, we could take the boat or walk through the sanding stones. Since it probably costs money, I can't remember if it does to take the boat. We're going to step through an archway in, I think, Wishport. I remember Murloc City, because that's the one where Grieve Murloc is in charge. And I remember a lot of Yellowport, because that's the sulphurous place. I can't really remember Wishport. So we're going to step through one of the archways, and we're going to go through the Wishport. You step through the archway. Immediately the symbols on the stone begin to glow with red-hot energy. Your hair stands on end and your body tingles. A crackling nimbus of blue-white force engulfs you. The sky darkens and rumbles. Thunder and lightning crash and leap across the heavens. Suddenly your vision fades, and everything goes black. When your sight returns moments later, you find yourself at the gates of Wishport. You join the throng of merchants and peasants making their way into the city. Wishport is a picturesque town set at the back of a bay rimmed by white cliffs. Fish, oil, dyes, and other commodities are packed here for transport inland. The market is located in a warren of alleys adjacent to the waterfront. Each alley is dedicated to a different commodity. In one you can buy rope, and in other lanterns, and so on. You hear the echo of hammer on anvil from the weaponsmith's forge just ahead. I cannot remember. 200, so... Or 100 here. I need... Have I spent any of my money? How much money do I have? Oh, could go in the smaller. You know what? Just in case, y'all don't have any healing potions here. What's wrong with y'all? Oh, there's a trade guild? Oh. Okay, you can go banking. Well, that's cool. The inn to heal, the market, go flooby dooby, and what temples? 3 Fortunes or Alvir and Velmir? Apparently I'm with Nagil. That's probably back on the Isle of Druids. I was moving far too quickly for that to actually pay attention. Oh yeah, and at the harbor, yeah, you gotta buy the tickets, and they cost X number of shards. What the heck? Oh, DWE. It looked like a C, because I have terrible, terrible vision. I'm. You know what? Now I'm really curious. You know what? Yeah. Oh wow, you can't save it, it's immediate. The ship maneuvers out of the harbor and out onto the open sea. We'll have no troubles on this voyage, announces the captain. I took the precaution of buying a charm of protection from Fortuity College in Dwemer. Whether it is the power of the charm or simple good luck, the journey is indeed without mishap, and a few days later, you dock at Dwemer. So where? Okay, just a minute here. No, knock it off. Oh my gosh. tiny little place, Sorcerer's Isle. Oh, okay. Well, I did not think... I was hoping it would go up that direction, but I forgot this big old place was down there. Now, is that a place I'm supposed to go? I don't know. I do need to go here, though. I should have thought about that. What do I do here? The avenue between Dwemer and the harbor is a metalled road lined with fanciful statues. Looking inland, you can see the gleam of blue light emanating from dense wood. But we're going to go back into the city. And then from Dwemer... You know what? So I can't go back to Wishport? I have no idea where I am. Why can't I go back to where I was? Oh, what fool I. Well, Ringhorn. Okay? Ticket. Ringhorn. Yes. Oh no. Okay. Here we go. You reach Ringborn without difficulty, thank goodness. Uneventful as the journey may have been, after the long days at sea, you're only too pleased to have solid ground under your feet again. Under you feet again, huh? You practically sprint down the gangway, eager to explore the bustling streets of the city. Okay, first... Coastal Road, Ringhorn. Ah, okay then. Marlock. I can't remember where is Wishport. You know, I can't remember where Wishport is. Might be up here. Because I remember I was eating up here with my previous character. But we are here. Okay, that's actually pretty good. I'm not married to living anywhere over on the other coast. But back to the city. I wanted to see if we could explore the city. Ringhorn receives goods from all along the Rays River, trading along the coast from Otaku to Yellowport and south to distant Ankon Kanu. It is a very large, bustling city. You can buy a townhouse here for 150 shards. Ringhorn Market consists of hundreds of stalls crowded into a cobbled square under the walls of the Sheriff's Citadel. From Ringhorn, you have the option to put to sea, travel upriver, or journey overland. The fare to travel upward is 5 shards. I thought I would be exploring Ringhorn, not taking off into the greater part of Goldner. Well, you know what? We're just going to leave. Oh, wait. Let's actually check the market first. So I want to see if they have any healing potions here. Lockpicks. I don't have anywhere near enough the money. Oh, goody. Okay, well, hopefully I am not going to need a healing potion because I've only got the one. Well, let's make an actual move. We might as well... You know, what's over to the other side of that? Remember Trixie's? Metrophone? Melrose Place? I can't read that all that clearly, so... You know what? Just to take a good long look at the place. You are on the coastal road that snakes along the wind-swept cliff tops between Ringhorn Port and the market town of Matricians. Now that could be pronounced also Matricians or a whole host of ways. I like Matricians better. And the market town of Matricians. Oh, hopefully it's an uneventful journey. An uneventful journey. Not bad at all. Let's see if there's any adventure to be found along Clifftop. Or the Clifftop, or the town of Clifftop. At the side of the coastal road, there's a weathered old fort. It looks abandoned, with moss cladding the pitted stone. Excuse me. It looks abandoned, with moss cladding the pitted black stones of its high walls. Its empty windows stare out to sea. It may be a relic from ancient times, when the ruthless Utakan swept up out of the south to conquer all Harpuna. You know what? Inside, you find a set of steps winding down into the bedrock. At the bottom are 3 doors, each carved with a symbol. The symbol on the door to the left is a ram's head. The symbol on the central door is a fiery sun. The symbol on the right-hand door is a spider in a web. You suspect there is a hidden meaning to these symbols that you have not learned yet. It would be extremely risky to rely on blind. Yes, that. So we are going to avoid that. It could be sudden, screaming, violent death. So let's go into Matricians. Matricians is a large trading city. That came out weird. Matricians is a large trading city of broad market plazas and great palaces built by the wealth of the merchant princes. You can buy a townhouse here for 200 shards. The market is one of the largest you have ever seen. It stretches for hundreds of yards through piazzas covered with silk awnings along the great esplanade overlooking the bay, and through the shadowy colonnades where fortunes are made and lost in the course of a single conversation. I have no idea if that's pronounced piazza. I have no idea if that's pronounced esplanade. I have no idea if that's pronounced colonnade. I've only seen those written down. I've never actually heard them pronounced. Well, as we know, there are temples. Is there a temple to Nagil here? Visit the temple. Make resurrection. That. Nagil is the god of death and is usually depicted as a cowled figure with a hollow black stare. Paradoxically, his temple is no stately mausoleum, but a wide, high-towered building from whose minarets, minarets, I said that right, a haunting melody is sung both at dawn and at dusk. Resurrection costs 200 shards. If you are an initiate, I thought I was. Am I not? Do I have one? I do have one. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Trading post. Or does that just tell me where to get one? No, these all say whether or not you have them, and I don't. So that would have to say that I have one at the Temple of Nagil. So you can leave me. I care not for you. I can't remember. Let's explore. You set out in the city to listen for rumors. There is naturally no shortage of such in a teeming city like Matricians, where merchants come and go from all corners of the known world. Well, I certainly hope that I am not honey for a thief. And trade secrets. I must hear some trade secrets. You get to hear about a spice shipment from Ankon Kanu that is due to arrive in port within a few days. I got the news from a wizard who's just come from Dwemer. says the merchant who is telling you this. How come a ship got here before the one with the spice? He gives you a knowing smirk. I said he's a wizard. He probably flew here on a demon's back. If you want to invest in the market on the basis of this information, decide how much you're investing in multiples of 100 shards. You know what? I don't think I'm interested. I need my money. I am a fool at investing. Know your limitations. Okay, we'll leave. There's the haunt. There's even a scary thing over there. So, no. We're not going to go to a place called the haunt with a scary place. Because while we're looking for adventure, we're not looking to just lay down and open up some arteries, veins, and wait for the cold embrace of death to come upon us. No, we're going to make death fight for us. So we're going along the East Road. You're on a road that stretches across the downs between Haggart's Corner and the coast. And an uneventful journey indeed. See, I was thinking of swinging up through this way, so it's either... You know what? Let's go check out Haggart's Corner. The town of Haggart's Corner stands at a place where three roads meet. Here, in certain seasons of the year, the Trow are said to come and trade their marvelous trinkets in exchange for human favors. It is a pretty, pastel-hued town. Houses with high gables and mullioned bay windows are set around a series of courts where fountains splash dreamily in the sunlight. The market at Haggart's Corner amounts to just a few shops whose dusty shelves suggest they don't do a roaring trade. People prefer to do business with the Trow, says one shopkeeper with a shrug. Who can compete? Perhaps you will find a bargain here all the same. Well, let's go exploring. All the talk of Haggart's Corner seems to be about the Trow. Maybe just find out what all this is about. Oh, we'll ask about that trade. You gotta wait inside that ring of standing stones, says a flower seller, pointing out across the meadows. Some nights the Trow will come. More often they won't. And mind that you keep one mithril to pay your toll when leaving the standing stones, or you won't be seen this side of the sky again. What's a mithril, says her husband, overhearing the conversation. She gives him a clout on the ear. Old fool, if you don't know that, you'd better keep your nose out of Trow business. You have to be extremely cautious meddling with the fairy folk, as it seems it can prove quite dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. And no, we're not going to go to the Standing Stones. I don't recall having anything like a mithril. So we're going to leave and go from Haggart's? Yeah, that place, over onto the main road. The road snakes on between the verdant farmland. To either side you see peasants working in the fields. The barns and thatched roof cottages present an idyll of peace and contentment. Well, hopefully it's another uneventful journey. Oh, an execution. Yay. You witness a group of soldiers executing a criminal by means of an old ordeal called the Blood Eagle. This involves cutting open the chest and draping... no. No. I'm not going to read that. One of the reasons I wanted to avoid the whole Grieve Markov place, and whatever the place it is, because it's just so grim and vile. I didn't need that. I didn't want that. Well, let's check the hinterlands then. Hopefully something less horrific is happening there. You head over the downs and struck out. I can speak English, I promise. You head over the downs and strike out toward the hinterland of Golner. hopefully uneventful. Of course it wasn't uneventful. Burial mounds at dusk. The sun is sinking behind a shelf of cloud when you come across an ancient burial mound. Ghostly light flickers around the stone arch leading inside. No, we're not going in. Not when there's like fairy folk and I need coins to pay them off. I'm not going to go into this place. So, I am going to continue from this point. Since we've washed up, we have no land or home or life to go back to. All we have is what's ahead of us here, to make our own life, to make money, to have adventure, to settle down and have a family perhaps. But until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is indeed a very good thing.